Got it. So you'll see me on my phone, but I'm not texting anyone or emailing. I'm just keeping track of time. So go ahead and put your microphone on mute, please. Make sure you're in a comfy spot. Just, a place away from distractions if at all possible. And feel free to just lay on your mat and get comfy for a moment. I went ahead and made some tea. If you have any questions, throw something in the chat. I'll be checking it from time to time. All right, it's 6 o'clock. We're getting started. So welcome to Wednesday morning yoga. Just a few moments to kind of review some things, go over some things that I won't do every class should you decide to stay with us, but I need to do it this class. So remember that when we're going through yoga, this is your practice. This is not my practice. I'm simply guiding your practice. My goal here is to curate something that helps re-energize and refocus you for the remainder of the week. It's going to help you with flexibility. And I want you to do it the right way. And sometimes the right way, your right way, doesn't look like my right way. Your pose won't look like my pose, and that's okay. I want you to find that comfortableness in the pose. Maybe, a little bit comfortably uncomfortable. We'll say that within your pose. So please don't compare what your pose looks like compared to what mine looks like. And just know that, again, this is for you. If you need to keep notes, or if you want to keep notes to ask questions later, you're more than welcome to, and we can revisit this and whatever questions that you have. So with that said, we are going to get started on our backs this morning. And with your hands to your side, your feet on the mat and knees to the ceiling. And from there, I want you to take a couple nice deep breaths. Feel your body relax, all right? So your body's relaxed, but you're still slightly engaged because your hands are gently pressing into the mat, your upper shoulders into the mat. You'll notice your breath come into your nose, slide down your throat, and fill your lungs up like balloons, really nourishing your body with your breath. It's still a natural breath, though. Following the breath once more. Very nice. Draw the right knee into your chest. See how that makes the lower back feel. Move your right ankle around a little bit. Maybe in the circle a couple times to the right. A couple times to the left. There you go. My ankle is popping. It's telling me I'm awake. All right, we're going to switch sides. So really push your core into the mat just a little bit. Let go of the right leg. Arms to the ground again. Switch right to left. So you get some core activation there. Draw the left knee in. Oh, yes. Good a hug. Same thing with the ankle. To the right a couple times. To the left. All right, take your hands back down to the side. Bring the right leg up to meet the left. Oh, yes. Hug both knees into the chest. So you're stretching out the lower back here. You'll see we work a lot with the spine in this class. Your spine is the center, it's the house of your nervous system, your energy. So we like to take it kind of in all directions in the morning time to really help waken up and nourish and make the spine supple for the day. So rock right to left if that feels okay for you. And if it doesn't, just stay hugging the knees. Your hips can come off the mat. So if you go to the right, maybe the left hip lifts. Feel comfortable here. Oh, I hear my chimes outside. All right. Bring knees to center, back is on the mat. You're going to draw a circle in the air with your knees. So just make a circle with your legs as well. Some core activation as well here. Keep going in one direction. And switching to the other direction. Welcome, Sue, Phyllis, Amy. Please go ahead and put your mics on mute. All right, here we go. So knees into chest, straighten the right leg. Now you'll notice my leg is straight. Maybe you keep your leg bent and lower a little bit. I just want you to feel, and straighten the left leg. I want you to feel a nice little stretch underneath the legs and the hamstrings. There you go. Now from here, again, reactivating the core. It's like tucking your belly button down towards the mat and in underneath your pelvis. Arms come overhead. Stretch, 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 stretch. Oh, yes. Bend the knees just a little bit. Take both feet to the mat. Keep stretching. Oh, nice. Take a deep breath in. Sigh out. One more time. Deep breath in. Keep stretching. Straighten the legs this time. Sigh out. Wonderful. Take the arms around in a circle. Draw the knees back in. Now bring your nose to your knees. Yes. You have the option to feet down, roll over to come up, or rock and roll up to seated. Oh, yes. Here we go. We're seated again. You got it, Sue. I hear you. So go ahead and put your microphone on mute just in case. All right, so we're going to start, guys, straight off the mat. Hips flat onto your mat or wherever you are, your carpet. I do this in my bed sometimes. So what I want you to do here is bring the left leg in. And the right leg is out to the side. Doesn't matter how wide. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Interlock your fingers, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, stretch. So your palms are reaching towards the ceiling as your shoulders reach towards your hips. Opposite directions here. Take 2 deep breaths here. And arms to the side. Oh, yes. Turn towards your right leg and lean forward. So that turning towards your right leg is important because I want you to feel some side stretch in the left side. 3 deep breaths here. Now your back can be rounded or flat in our practices. I know it sounds weird if you've been in yoga classes before. A lot of times they want that flat back. We're not going to focus too much on that in the morning. We're just focusing on moving the spine, getting moving, finding the stretch and the pull where we want it to do. Inhale, arms come overhead. Oh, yes. And exhale, hands down. We're going to switch sides. So the left leg is out this time, right leg is in. Oh, yeah. Same thing, guys. Interlock the fingers. Inhale, arms come overhead, palms to ceiling. And exhale, sink the shoulders down. So you're standing up nice or sitting up nice and tall right here. And we're about to slow down the practice just a little bit. Release the arms, turn towards your left leg, and forward fold 3 breaths. Feel your right side expanding as well. As the air comes into your lungs, expands through the rib cages. All right. Inhale, lift, arms overhead. And exhale, relax the arms down. Bring both legs out to a V this time. Now keep in mind, you're gonna feel some love in the inner thighs. You may feel it under the knees a little bit, and that's okay. As long as we're feeling that good stress and stretch, and it's not feeling like something's pinging us like a lightning bolt or fire or anything like that, we're gravy. So here's what I wanna do now. I wanna get the side going in that lateral direction, all right? And so take the the left arm up, find some length in the spine here, and then side bend to the right side. Same principle applies. You're reaching with your left arm, but the shoulders drawing down towards your hips. Now look to the front, lift the chin. You're still keeping a nice proper posture here. That same posture that's going to carry you through the rest of the day, the rest of the week, right? We're not upright, but we can still have that strong posture when we're in different positions, different poses. Breathe through this. If your arm gets heavy, take it behind your back. Mine's already heavy. It's like, Mama, it's too early for this. That's my arm talking. Enjoy some deep breaths here. You have muscles that are connected to the hip and the rib cage. And when we talk about hip flexibility and spine stability, this is important to get into those muscles. Are you breathing? I heard it's pretty important. You can relax the feet here. We're going to take a few more breaths, but I want you to try to take your bottom right rib cage, lift it up towards me just a tad, so you're rotating a tad bit more this morning. You got it. Now here's what happens sometimes during our practice. Even in moments during the day when we need to take that break, it's hard to get the thoughts out of our head. That's why I love doing the practices in the morning. Let that to-do list wait. You're exactly where you're supposed to be this morning. So enjoy your moment here by yourself or with your fur babies. All right, slowly rise. Let's inhale to rise though. Keep the long spine and then just head to the other side. Arm can go overhead or behind your back. Now this left arm on the bottom, sometimes I like to prop my head on it, or you can just take it behind the leg, but try to stay the chest close to your left leg, right? Not too far forward or behind, simply because that helps us stack the spine the right way without bending it or extending or flexing it too much. Chin lifts, there you go. Breathing through this. Notice where you feel this, you guys. Do you feel this in the hips? Do you feel this in the inner thighs? There's no right or wrong. You're going to feel it first where you're most tight. And it's a beautiful way that our bodies talk to us and tell us where they need the most love. Three more breaths. 3, 2, 1. You got it. Inhale to rise. Excellent. Now you want to go forward, don't you? Just like, oh, please, Erika, let me go forward. Coming forward for 5 breaths. I do want us to have a long spine here in this particular one. So go ahead and flex the feet, engage the quads, take a big inhale. If you had something written on your collarbones, I could see it. If your camera was on, of course. It's just a cue to help you keep nice and broad through the shoulder area. Staying focused right where you are. Let's refocus on your breath. 5 deep breaths, but natural inhale and out breath. 4. Keep the inhales and exhales consistent, the same if you can. 3 more. Remember, if our breaths don't match up, you follow your breath. 2 more. Last one. Inhale to rise. Oh yes. Now the tough part. You may feel a little sticky through the inner thighs. Lean back, close the legs like you're just closing a book. Oh yes. Very nice. So legs are out in front. Lean back a little bit, bend and straighten the knees, pedal your feet. I can hear the day starting in the other room already. All right. Let's bend your knees even more. Place the feet on the mat. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Oh, yeah. Again, hips can come off the mat. We're just doing exactly what we did seated. So taking this break in the morning. I know it's like, wait, we just got up. We just woke up from sleep. But taking the break in the morning to not just jump into life, to take time for yourself, take your moments of stillness, nourish, rejuvenate the mind, body, and soul. So important. Alrighty. So we're coming to our hands and knees. What I'd like for you to do is, if this is a little bit tough on your knees, find something to put underneath your knees. So you can roll up your mat, you can get on a pillow, a thinner pillow, whatever works for you, a towel. But we're going to be in tabletop. And so we're going to start some activating here. And what I want you to do in tabletop is wrists are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath your hips, and you actually draw the navel in. So look, I'm kind of just hanging out here. I'm going to draw the navel in and up into the spine. Take a nice long, deep inhale as you try to reach through to the one part of the room to the other part of the room. So the crown of the head to the front part of the room, the tailbone to the back part. Reach, reach, reach. Natural breath. One more deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to take some movement with that breath. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop your belly, cat-cow. And then the shoulders drop back, chest lifts up, right? So this is your cow. Cat is you're going to take the tailbone, pull it under, navel to spine, spine to ceiling. Now push the ground away from you with your shoulders, creating a lot of space behind the shoulder blades, and tuck your chin. This is cat. We're going to do this with our breath. Let your breath guide your movement, meaning inhale, cow pose, lift the chest, and exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in, push the shoulder blades away, tuck the chin. Think of your spine as a wave, a ripple. Noticing any sticky parts in the spine. When I say sticky parts, I mean parts that are kind of like, oh, hey, hello there, good morning. And then you want to take your attention and your breath to those parts. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come to flat back. Last little bit here in tabletop. Tuck your toes. Oh, I think you're going to like this one. You're going to love it or hate it. Doesn't matter. Let's just commit to it, right? We got this. It's good for us. And then I want you to raise your knees off of the mat about an inch. Whew. Keep some weight placed in your thumb and forefinger. Those are the stronger parts of your hands. 3, 2, feel any core work here? 1, and release. Wonderful. So bring the toes together. Take your knees out to the side. If the toes aren't completely together, that's fine. Sit back onto your heels. This is how I like to start my child's pose. So that way I know where my hips are striving to go, and then we're gonna walk out. Nice long spine. Arms can go overhead. And if you have tight shoulders, take your arms into more of a V instead of an I. Maybe your shoulders aren't quite there yet. Child's pose, a nourishing place to be. We're going to be here for about a minute, so we're not going to think about breath. We're going to relax here. As those thoughts come into our head that don't serve us in this moment, we're going to let them go as well. I like to think of them as little white fluffy clouds. Just let them go. Let them float on by. I know I'm quiet. I'm still here with you. Three more breaths. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to rise. Oh, gotta bring the knees in, back to tabletop. Oh, yes. Did you say you want to wake up your hips? Awesome, because that's where we'll go next. We're going into dragon pose. It's a lunge pose. In yin yoga, we call it dragon because everything is elemental in yin. So right leg is going to come forward. Use your hand to pull it forward if you need to. Foot is on the mat, knees over the ankle. All right, now look, this, if you're feeling it in the front hip with your hips pressed back, that's fine. If you need to feel it a little bit more, which I want you to be comfortably uncomfortable, right? Good stress. It's good stress. Press the hips forward. Let gravity draw the hips down, and we start our time. So as you're doing this, this can be a very uncomfortable pose for a lot of us. We are working on that muscle that connects our top body to the lower body. We are lengthening it. If you sit a lot, if you run a lot, if you work out a lot, this is a muscle that definitely you want to tend to. And just like anything in our life, we need a little bit of good stress, a little bit of pressure in order to see results, to grow. And that's what we're doing here. Now my foot is in between my hands. I didn't really cue where that goes because it doesn't matter. I want you to, if you want it between your hands or out to the side with both hands underneath the chest, you can do that. And you'll notice in the classes in the morning, there's a lot of stuff that I don't cue, and it's because I don't want to be talking the whole time. So if you have questions, please ask. Oh yes, I know you're feeling the love here. Give yourself 5 more breaths. With each exhale, see if you can allow gravity to draw the hips down. You can give into this pose a little bit more. 4, 3, gaze is out in front a little bit. 2, and 1. And press back. So we're coming into half monkey, half splits. Don't let the word splits freak you out. So now you can take the hip over the knee, the leg in the front is straight or slightly bent, wherever you're gonna feel that stretch, but really we're just looking for the relief in the hip. So there you go. Point and flex your right ankle down to the mat and lift. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Now take the pad of your big toe and your big toe, turn the foot slightly inward and onto the ground. Now you're feeling a stretch in the front of the foot. Breathing through this. All right, here we go. Lift the foot, bring the right knee to meet the left. Nothing fancy in the transition, guys, just go to the other side. So draw the left leg forward, place it onto the mat, hips press forward. We have about a minute and a half here. I shouldn't have told you that, right? Just let you go. So again, foot can be wherever's comfortable for you. Knee is over the ankle. If it goes forward just a little bit, over the toes, that's okay. Just make sure you're not putting a bunch of weight on the pad of the foot and the toes. That just will put a little extra pressure on your knee that's unnecessary. Oh yeah. Can you feel one hip that's tighter than the other, or one place on your body that's tighter than the other? Now notice for this one, my back foot is tucked, and that's just because that's how tight my right hip is, and it doesn't feel good flat. So I'm making this pose work for me. Do what you need to do. Stay here with me, you guys. This moment is for you. Five more breaths. Yes, yes, we got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. As you exhale, press back. Moaning is allowed. Don't worry, wake the house. Oh, yes, release of the right hip. Stretching the left hammy. And pointing and flexing the left foot a few times. All right, here we go. We're going to take the ball of the foot to the mat, to the ground. Focus on the big toe. Turn it slightly inward. And then maybe the pinky toe lifts off the ground. That's okay. You'll see why. Once you hit this, you'll see that stretch on the outside, or feel the stretch on the outside of the foot. All right, are we happy here? Lift up, bring it back. Oh, yes. And we are going to end this practice by doing a little bit of a rotation. So back into tabletop. If you want to rest your knees, guys, sit back and enjoy child's pose while I'll show you what we're going to do right now. We are going to drop the hips from side to side, opening up the sides of the hips, that IT area, the side of the glute area. Then from there, we're going to do a couple thread throughs, lifting up the arm and threading through. All right, so I'm kind of previewing where we're going because it's going to happen one after the other. Take your deep breath in. Press the air out. And take the hips side to side. How low you go is between you and your body. Maybe you feel like you need to go a little lower to get a side stretch in there. Or maybe you just want to go low enough because your hips just want to feel the love only. They don't want to give the attention to anybody else. Oh yeah. Guys, remember this stuff that I'm showing you? You can do this anytime throughout the day. You don't have to reserve it just for your mat or for our yoga class. So if you never come back to one of these classes, you'll have this recording, and then you can kind of take some of these poses to do with you as you need. Which I'd hope you do come back to this class though. It's a great way to start your Saturday, your week, and get refocused. All right, so left or right arm is underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the left arm up. That's a big inhale. Remember, the arm's not going to go past the shoulder. It's going to go right about here, and exhale, thread through. So you're getting a little rotation. Yes, my supporting arm bends. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. We're not worrying too much about form, as long as this feels good. Exhale. Inhale, come back to tabletop. I'm going to turn this way to give you a little bit different view. And opposite arm comes up. You're looking out to the side. And as you exhale, thread underneath the body. Again, bending the supporting arm. Go as low as you need to go to find that rotation right where you need to find it. Inhale, we open, we expand, we get wide. Exhale, we bring everything back to midline of the body. Let's get wide again. Open, get big, and exhale. Inhale, coming back to tabletop. And exhale, have a seat. Sit however is comfortable for you, you guys. This is our last couple moments here. I'll come into a little crisscross sit. Yes, hands are going to be on your knees. Spine is nice and long. And we're going to hold this posture. Science has proven that your body, the way you hold your body, can actually give you confidence. It can lower cortisol levels. It can bring energy to you. So that is what we're going to do. So standing or sitting up nice and tall, all right? Just lock in the belly a little bit, draw the shoulders down and back, but we're not stark right here. The shoulders actually have an anterior tilt to them just slightly. Feel free to close your eyes during our last few moments of breath together. Give yourself thanks for being here today. You did it. This is not the easiest time to push play, not the easiest time to nourish our bodies and take care of ourselves, but you made that time. And take the right ear to the right shoulder. I want to encourage you guys to keep life simple. Keep whatever you're working on simple. Always ask yourself, how can I simplify this? Sometimes we get bogged down in systems and processes, and at the end of the day, we just need something easy. And lift the head, look to the right and left, back and forth. And as you go throughout your day, guys, give yourself grace, kindness, just as you would give anybody else. Stand tall, roll the shoulders down and back. In any situation, light up that room with your presence and have a wonderful day. I'll be in touch with all of you guys later. So if you have any questions about anything that we did today, please let me know. All right, I heard the alarm go off. That means the day has officially began for everyone in the urban household. All right, I'll be in touch with you guys. Have a wonderful day. At the very least, do the best at what life gives you. All right, bye guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for a little bit to see if any of you guys want to chat or have questions. So if you want to come off mute, if you're like, nope, I'm out of here, gotta go. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you, Erica. This was really nice.
Oh, hey, Amy, you're welcome. Have a good day. We'll talk soon, okay?
I will. Guess what? My husband did it with me.
Oh, yes, dude.
Thanks, Erica.
You're welcome. Have a
All
good
right, have a
one.
good
Bye.
day.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
Recording in.
Nathalie.
Hi.
Hi, you missed class.
I thought it was at 6:30.
No, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Hey, I'll send you the recording, all right? And then if you want to try to jump on and join us, anytime, just let me know, girl. It's fine. Have you practiced yoga before?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, good. Good deal. Okay, yeah. Well, let's touch base later. And I'm so sorry that you missed it. If you want to do a practice real quick, you can go to my YouTube and I've got a bunch of 20-minute practices on there.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, girl.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.